I'm Starborn. Remember, to be a star, you have to shine your own light, follow your own path, and not be afraid of the darkness, because that's when stars shine brightest. And we're going to be talking about a lot of light that's occurring today. So if you have been looking at our website, starborninstitute.org, you would already know that the title of tonight's show is Revising the Finish. And the reason why it's called that is because today there is a wonderful solar eclipse in the sign that rules finishing, Virgo, and it is at 9 degrees of Virgo. 9 is the number that rules Virgo, and it is the highest of all the single digits, and it does indicate completion of something or sticking around for the finish of something. And that could be related to the things that Virgo rules. Virgo is the traditional ruler of the 6th house of work, so it rules your job and employer and employee relationships, and it also rules all occupations that are of service to others, such as nursing or teaching or social work or being a fireman or a policeman or a community volunteer. It rules anybody who wants to help other people. Virgo also rules accounting and accountability, because Virgos are wonderful problem solvers. It is a very down-to-earth, practical sign, and it is ruled by Mercury, the planet of the mind. So Virgo rules analysis, and it does rule proven facts and details. And so all of those things can be involved in something that is that you really need to finish up right now. So this is a time when it can be the beginning of the end of something for you, but I'm happy to say that only means that as one door closes, a better one is going to open up for you, because solar eclipses always denote new beginnings. So it was a powerful solar eclipse. It is a powerful solar eclipse today, because the sun and moon and Mercury and Jupiter, 4 planets, are all in Virgo today, and they are trining a 5th planet in an earth sign, Pluto in Capricorn. Capricorn rules your 10th house of career and your public reputation, and it also rules your long-term security, such as retirement or pension plans. And those 5 planets are all trining the sign of Taurus, which is the traditional ruler of the 2nd house of how you make your money and what you spend it on or invest it in. So there can be a favorable accent on those things. And so that is why this is a time when we are going to have to revise the finish of something. And the reason why we'll have to revise it is because when you finish something, it means that you started it a while back. And if you had started something a while ago and you never got around to finishing it, then how are you going to get on to the next phase of your life until you do? And yet you could be at a different place in your life right now, and therefore to go back and finish something is going to require that you sort of squeeze it into whatever you're doing right now, and that means you'll have to revise your plans a little bit. But you can do that. This solar eclipse is extremely well aspected because it is backed up by a trine from another planet in an earth sign, and because there are so many good planets in Virgo as well. So I think that there are practical concerns related to your job or to your health. And that is because Virgo does rule not only your health, but the whole healthcare field. And the point is that if you didn't finish something in your past, then you probably will need to do that in order to qualify you for perhaps a promotion or for a new phase of your life, an expansion of your life in one way or another. Perhaps you want to start your own business, but you may have to make sure you've got the right credentials or the right training first, and if you started that before, now would be a good time to finish it up, but you're going to have to do that in addition to everything else right now. So that's what I mean by the beginning of the end. It's not the end of your life or anything. It's only the end of one phase of your life that perhaps you have outgrown, and you can be ready to go on to a new phase. And so that's going to be great. There could be a few hang-ups, though, that could cause a delay, and that is because there are 4 retrograde planets right now. And when planets go retrograde, it is a better time to go back and finish things or tie up loose ends. So Uranus in Aries, Neptune in Pisces, Pluto in Capricorn, and now Mercury in Virgo are all retrograde. And that can cause a delay or a mix-up in communication. And so you'll have to work with some sort of delay or even frustration as you revise the finish to something that needs to be done before you can go on to something better. Another reason why there can be some challenges to revising a finish is because an important planet has changed signs. Venus is now in Libra, and it rules the sign of Libra, which rules peace and partnership and compromise, and it rules the law and contracts as well, and it rules negotiation. And yet, since Venus is so strong in Libra because it rules that sign, it means that it is opposing Uranus, the other love planet, which is in Aries. When both love planets are opposing or squaring each other, it means that sometimes a person's love life cannot be running too smoothly. Well, that might be happening. And also Pluto in Capricorn is squaring Venus, and it is squaring Uranus. So there is a T-cross in cardinal signs right now, and that can cause some sort of frustration or put pressure on partnerships as you try to do a lot of different things right now. And so there is the possibility that you will be meeting challenges and that you will need to have a delay or experience frustration, but that doesn't mean you can't succeed. And that is because there are the 4 wonderful planets in Virgo. And since Virgo rules work, it means if you work at something, you are going to succeed eventually. And that's because the lights, the sun and the moon, were in Virgo, as well as Jupiter and Mercury. But Jupiter and Mercury are at the end of Virgo. Jupiter is at 28 degrees of Virgo, Mercury is at 29 degrees. And so they are very close to Venus in Libra. In fact, they are conjuncting that planet. Even though it has moved into Libra, it's only at 3 degrees. And so Jupiter is within 5 degrees of Venus, and Mercury is within 4 degrees of Venus. So those 3 planets are conjuncting each other, and that simply means you're going to get help. If you want to revise the finish of something and go back and sort of tie up a loose end here and there and get ready to end one phase of your life as you contemplate a better phase and a happier phase, which can be ahead of you. You just need to finish something up first, and you're going to have to sort of revise how you do that due to delays, frustrations, and challenges. But you can succeed. Okay, what does this mean to all 12 of the sun signs? Well, Aries, for you, remember I said that the love planets, Uranus in your sign and Venus in Libra, are opposing each other. So all of your relationships may not be going too smoothly, or there can be sudden changes in them. There is also the possibility that if you're contemplating some sort of contract that you want to sign, it may not go your way, Aries. However, Mars, your own ruler, and Saturn in Sagittarius are trining your sun, and that means all 3 malefic planets are trining each other, and if you're tempted to sort of follow along with people that want to cause trouble or be fierce competitors, that could be sort of overreaching right now, and it could get you in a little trouble even if you were successful at that, because it could cause resentment among other people. And if there are management changes or policy changes with Pluto in Capricorn squaring your sun, it means that that would not sit too well with you at the moment. So yes, everyone can revise some sort of finish, and because there are 4 retrograde planets and one of them is Uranus in your own sign, Aries, I hope you are able to revise your plans right now. And even if there is some delay, as long as you make wise choices, you too can still succeed at winding up or revising the finish to something in preparation for something better down the road. Okay, what does it mean to a Taurus? Well, Taurus, this is an unusual time in the heavens right now, and what's unusual about it is that there are no planets in any of the fixed signs, and yours is a fixed sign. So there's nothing in Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. And that means, Taurus, that there is nothing challenging you right now. And so this is an optimum time, perhaps the best time in your life, to think about going forward. In other words, winding up one phase of your life and going for whatever your heart desires, Taurus. And the reason why is you've got a lot of help with that. And that's because today's solar eclipse in Virgo with the Sun, Moon, Jupiter, and Mercury, we're all trining your Sun. And Pluto in Capricorn is also trining your Sun. And so even if there are mix-ups in communication, or there is some sort of slight delay or need to revise your plans, you have so much support right now, Taurus, and no challenges. Remember, there aren't any planets in fixed signs, that this is the time for you to go for that promotion, or think about starting your own business, or really do what you think is the right thing to do. So this is an optimum time for you to trust your own judgment. And if there is something from your past that needs to be wound up and finished, this is a really good time to do it. And that means that, okay, you'd have to fit it in with everything else you're doing, so that could keep you pretty busy for a while. But once you're done with it, you're done. And then you're even better prepared to go forward for a happier future, which you can do right now, Taurus. So do not hesitate. Go for something better and try to finish up something that will qualify for you for that as well. Okay, what does it mean to a Gemini? Well, Gemini, it's lucky and really wonderful for you that Venus is in Libra right now. It rules the sign, so it's very powerful. And it can bring you somebody very nice in a partnership role that can really help you out right now, Gemini. And you need that. And the reason you need that is because today's solar eclipse with 4 planets in Virgo, those planets are all squaring your sun sign. So you have to be really careful with your health and with facts. And if you are saying or communicating anything, you better double check those facts and make sure you're right on something, because people could challenge you on that right now. And that's why you need to be careful with information that you're talking about. And my advice is get that person who is a wonderful partner to do your talking for you instead. Maybe they can get your message out in an easier way. And Neptune in Pisces is also squaring your sun. And for that reason, you may not know who to trust, because people can be pretending to be victims when they aren't at all. They could be the cause of a problem, not the victim of it. So you need to investigate things before you trust people. And then that dominant Mars and Saturn in Sagittarius are opposing your sun sign. So there are plenty of people around that would like to be fierce competitors of yours or have old grudges. So there is danger around you, Gemini, and that's why you need to enlist the help of somebody very pleasant who could maybe do your negotiating for you or strike a compromise somewhere that could ease the challenges in your life. And that person is around. And that is why I think somebody very nice is on their way to help you out right now, Gemini, just in the nick of time. Okay, what does it mean to a Cancer? Well, Cancer, remember I said now, since Venus has changed signs in Libra, that it is creating a harsh T-square among cardinal signs? Well, yours is a cardinal sign as well, Cancer. And there's only one planet in a water sign right now. It's Neptune in Pisces, but it is getting sorely challenged right now by that solar eclipse today, so it's not much help to you. And for that reason, you could be having to think twice about what's going on around you and be a little bit more careful in your responses. And the reason why is that Uranus in Aries is squaring your sun, but now Venus in Libra is also squaring your sun, which means that partnership or contract matters may be a little bit bumpy, or there could be things that are stalling right now that you need to check and be careful about. And then Pluto in Capricorn is opposing your sun sign. So if there are changes in management or in policies or budgets, that could adversely affect you, Cancer. And that's what I urge you to do is just be a little bit more careful in your responses right now, because there is the possibility with 5 planets in the practical earth signs that there not only can be some budget cutting, but there could be some staff realignments, and that could adversely affect you. And so this is a time when you just sort of need to walk on eggshells if you can. The solar eclipse in Virgo is sextile your sun. I mean, there's the lights, and Jupiter and Mercury in Virgo are there to give you better opportunities. If you need to finish something up from the past or revise a finish in some way, it actually will bring you some sort of better opportunity eventually. But just be careful in your responses now, because other people are making changes that are beyond your control, but they may affect you. Okay, what does it mean to a Leo? Well, Leo, this is a time, once again, when there are no planets in any of the fixed signs, so there isn't anything challenging you, Leo. That's good. And so you don't have to come on and be really hard-headed with anybody, because nobody wants to do that with you either. And so this is a time when you might choose to go in a new direction, but it would be at the dictates of people who are sort of fierce competitors, and you'd have to work really hard for whatever you wanted right now, Leo. Well, that's all right. At least there are planets in the other fire signs trining your sun that can enable you. You just have to make wise choices, Leo, and not go for people who are fierce competitors. Try to go around them a little bit and still try to do things your way if you can. The solar eclipse was right ahead of your sun sign. There is the possibility that there is a better job awaiting you, Leo. You might have to finish up something from your past, or revise a finish in some way, or hurry one up in order to apply for some other job or get some type of promotion or some better deal right now, but you could do it. And so, you know, there is even the possibility of some sort of temporary position where you may be teaching or assisting others. And I think that you'd really like that. So go for that if you want to, because Venus in Libra is also sextiling your sun, and there could be nice people around that can help you out right now. So I think that things are going to be looking up, as long as you think about finishing up something from the past that will qualify you for something better in your future. Okay, what does it mean to a Virgo? Well, Virgo, the solar eclipse today is in your sign, and it is certainly something that is specially meant for you, Virgo. And the reason why is because the solar eclipse, which means the sun and the moon together in your sign today, were at the 9th degree, and that is the number that rules your sign. And Jupiter and Mercury were in your sign as well, and Pluto in Capricorn is trining your sign. So there is certainly a new beginning awaiting you, Virgo, and I'm sure that you're going to be making it, even if you have to begin to end something else in order to take on something new. Well, I think you will have to do that. So you may want to get everything in place first. Your sign rules good time management and efficiency. And Virgos are very good at sort of stretching a dollar when they have to, and because your sign rules accounting as well. So even if budgets were reduced in one way or another, I think that you could still accomplish your goals, Virgo. And so you just have to be a little bit careful about expenditures right now and watch the cost of everything. But there is certainly a new beginning on your horizon, Virgo. And I think that it is the result of the culmination of work that you've been doing from the past that is sort of adding up right now, and management can see that, and they like what they see. So look for something better, and particularly make sure that everything is finished where you are first. Okay, what does it mean to a Libra? Well, Libra, Venus is now in your sign, and Libra, you couldn't have better planets right behind your sun sign, because the solar eclipse today with the sun, moon, Jupiter, and Mercury in Virgo were right behind your sun sign, and yet because Jupiter and Mercury are so late in the sign, they are conjuncting Venus in your sign. And a Jupiter-Venus conjunction is a marriage tie. And so you may have your mind on partnership, Libra, or on doing something that involves buying and selling or negotiating, or something that involves your future, and certainly you could be anticipating a better future. But you might have to finish something up behind the scenes first. You might have to tie up loose ends, or so I think that this is the beginning of the end of one phase of your life, Libra, and as soon as you get that wound up, you're certainly due for something much better, because next week, Jupiter is going to come into your sign and Venus will still be there. So I think happy days are ahead, Libra, so you have a lot to look forward to. Okay, what does it mean to a Scorpio? Well, Scorpio, yours is a fixed sign, and there aren't any planets in fixed signs. So I don't think you have much to worry about at the moment, Scorpio. And the solar eclipse today in Virgo does sextile your sun, and those are 4 wonderful planets there. And so they represent opportunity. It is opportunity for you to revise the finish of something and to contemplate taking on something else, perhaps another role. And it could be an advance or a higher role or position than the one you're in right now. So that is possible. And Venus is now in Libra right behind your sun sign, which means in the background of your life, there is somebody very, very nice, perhaps a very nice partner, or somebody that you perhaps even just met who could turn out to be a wonderful friend. Or there can be an opportunity for some peacemaking or negotiating right now that all can work out in your favor. Or it could even be that someone else helps you along, and they're sort of like a secret pal. They're not somebody that everyone knows about, but they can be quite helpful to you. So that's good. Neptune in Pisces is also trining your sun, but it's under severe duress from the solar eclipse, so it may not be doing you too much good at the moment. So you, just like everyone else, has to anticipate the beginning of the end of something right now and revise a finish. So if you have had some future goals, you might have to revise those goals, because you may have to finish up something first before you can reach those goals. But you could have some nice help behind the scenes with that as well. So good luck. Okay, what does it mean to a Sagittarian? Well, Sagittarius, remember I said that there are 2 malefic planets in your sign, Mars and Saturn, and they are conjuncting each other. And they are trining the 3rd malefic planet, Uranus in Aries. So you certainly can go ahead and try something new if you want. But I think you've just got a lot of problems where you are, Sagittarius, because the Virgo solar eclipse today with 4 planets in Virgo all square your sun sign. So they square that Mars and Saturn, and they're dealing with facts and reality and proven truth. And so if you are facing any legal difficulties, it is because the facts are exposed and you cannot be in denial of them. You'll have to deal with them. And there could be some facts concerning your health as well that you do have to face, and you may not be in the mood to do that, but this solar eclipse is almost demanding that of you. And then Neptune in Pisces is also squaring your sun, so you could have been misled by other people who were pretending to be victims when they were actually the perpetrators of a problem instead. So I understand that you can be going through a confusing time right now, Sagittarius, but you do have to face facts, and something is going to have to be finished. And if you can't do it the way you would have done it before, then you're going to have to revise that finish and still achieve it. But you can. Everyone can, but you especially are going to be facing quite a few challenges as you do it. But you know, you just give it a try, Sagittarius, because I don't think you're happy where you are. So there does need to be a change. And the sooner you try to do it, the more successful you will be in accomplishing that. So good luck. Okay, what does it mean to a Capricorn? Well, Capricorn, this is simply a time when you benefit greatly from the 4 planets in Virgo that are all trining your sign where you have Pluto. That solar eclipse is going to do you a world of good, Capricorn. And in fact, I think that if you were looking for a new job or a promotion in the position, some advance in the position that you have already, you could get it. And the reason why is the facts or the performance reviews are in, and they can be glowing about you, Capricorn. And so I think you should anticipate some new job opportunity right now or coming up. But that doesn't mean you don't have to go back and revise a finish as well. In other words, you might have to polish up your skill sets in one way or another and finish that training before you go into some new occupation or position. But you can do that, Capricorn, and you can be real successful at that. So this is the time to concentrate on your job and on your health so that you can advance. Okay, what does it mean to an Aquarian? Well, Aquarius, this is a time when there aren't any planets in the fixed sign, so nobody's coming after you, Aquarius, and the Venus has now moved into Libra and is trining your sun. So you too can enjoy the benefit of the benefits coming from a very nice person or a new partnership that can be headed your way. Or if there's the possibility of signing a contract, it might go pretty well right now, Aquarius, because there's nothing challenging your sign, and there is the help of Venus in Libra, which is very strong in that sign, which is good. But the eclipse was in Virgo, right behind that Venus, and that means that you too still need to revise a finish in some way so that you complete one phase of your life that perhaps you have outgrown by now, Aquarius, and you can be ready then to start something new. So I would say look forward, not back right now. Okay, what does it mean to a Pisces? Well, Pisces, it's your sign that can sort of be taking a beating right now. And the reason why is that Neptune, yes, is in your sign, but it's retrograde or a little weaker. And it is the only planet in a water sign. There are no planets in any other water signs to fortify yours. And the solar eclipse today with the Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Jupiter in Virgo were all strongly opposing your sign, Pisces. And those 2 malefic planets, Mars and Saturn in Sagittarius, are squaring your sign. So there's a whole lot that you have to contend with right now, Pisces, and you really are on your own. You have got to come up with facts and details right now and not be in denial of them. And the things that you cannot be in denial about have to do with your job and your health, and also the associations that you have, whether they are honest or not, because somewhere in your life, Pisces, you are looking at people and you are looking at them with rose-colored glasses on, and they are perhaps, when you get down to the real facts, not really being as honest with you as they should be, or else you're really kidding yourself about them. So you do need to re-examine your relationships and do it just based on facts, and that's all. So I think reality is staring you in the face, Pisces, and you will have to face it and revise something in your life or finish up something that you didn't quite get done before so that you too can prepare for a better future. Good luck. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, you can see the show anytime you want by subscribing to it on our website, starborninstitute.org. Bye.